Okay, here's an interesting question for you. Why do some people barely try and high-end clients just show up, while others are messaging constantly, being extra nice, chasing every follow-up, and still end up with the one client who negotiates every invoice and pays 2 weeks late? Here's the blunt version. You can double your client count and still go broke doing it. Sounds backwards, right? More clients is supposed to mean more money. It's also exactly why half of you watching this are exhausted, underpaid, and one bad week from panic. So let's name the real problem. You don't have a client problem. You have a client selection problem. And 3 moves to fix it. And I'll give you all 3 before this ends, so stick around. Quick intro if you're new here. I'm Jenny. I left strategy consulting to build my own businesses, and I own a portfolio of wellness brands like Pilates Studio and Wellness Select. I also grew up in a 3rd-generation family business in China, so I've seen this from every seat in the room. This channel is just me sharing what actually works in building business and wealth. Everything I'm about to show you, I've tested on myself. Half of it is business logic. The other half, honestly, is psychology. If this is useful, subscribe and hit like. Let's get into it. First idea, I'll call it bending reality. It's a phrase I'm borrowing from the author of the book, Key Persons of Influence by Daniel Priestley, who mentioned it in a podcast that people whose presence alone bends how a situation plays out. Watch what that looks like. Same branding consultant, same laptop, same skill. One version charges $300 for a logo. The other charges $15,000 for a full brand strategy, 50 times the fee. Same person, same week. What changed? Not her talent. It's the sentence she said. The client said, "Hey, can you just knock out a logo, whatever you can do for $300? She says, "Sure." And that client negotiates down anyway. Want 5 free revisions, go quiet on the invoice. Not because he's a jerk. It's because her own pitch told him this was disposable. Then same consultant, same week, different sentence. "I don't sell logos. I build the positioning that lets you charge premium prices without a second thought. It starts at $15,000. Nobody negotiated that down. Nobody asked for freebies. The moment she stopped pitching a commodity, the client stopped acting like one. That's reality bending. You don't get lucky with better clients. You walk into the room differently, and the room responds differently. Second idea, and this one has real history. The law of attraction goes back to 1906. Writer William Walker Atkinson then exploded into pop culture a century later. Okay, strip away the mysticism, and here's the useful version. You attract the client, your own energy already invited in. Your pricing, your posture, how sure you sound saying your number. Cheap posture attracts haggling. Grounded posture attracts people who just say yes. Now I want to give you a real interesting example from one of my favorite business coach, Alex Hormozi, talking about a real case of his own company, Gym Lunch. You can check out the video later, the link in the description. His team pulled 90 days of client data, every escalation, every refund request, every blow up, and lined it up against all their best clients. And the pattern wasn't subtle. The clients who struggled almost always had the same 3 things missing. No dedicated location, no full-time commitment to the business, nobody else on the team to share the load. So he did the thing most owners are scared to do. He put a bar at the front door for newcomers. Full-time owner, site lease, at least 1 employee. Didn't clear the bar, didn't get in, and no matter how ready they were to pay. The very next month, new signups dropped by roughly half. On the spreadsheet, at first glance, that looks like a disaster. But escalations, the fires, the refund threats, the 11 p.m. this isn't working messages went from 12 in 1 month to 0. Same team, same offer, half the new clients, but every single fire's gone. And here's the number that actually matters most. The clients who did clear the new bar paid more, on average, than the old unfiltered group. So translated into P&L, the less desperately you chase every client, the better the ones who show up. I already know what some of you are thinking because I hear it every time I teach this. Fine, but my clients would never pay 50 times more. It's a fair question, but have you actually pitched them the $15,000 version, or did you decide for them before they even opened their mouth and only ever show them the $300 one? That's not their ceiling, it's yours. Here's the fastest way to make a high price feel obvious instead of scary. Most people sell time or deliverables, a website, a logo, a month of coaching. The people who get paid the most sell an outcome, priced in the client's own currency. Let's say one consultant put it simply, help a company raise $10 million and charge a 5% fee, and that's $500,000. And almost nobody blinks because you're speaking the same money they just received. So ask yourself, over the life of this engagement, what does you being in the room actually put in their pocket? Anchor there, not your hourly rate, and the price stops feeling expensive. So here's what I promised you at the start. Number 1, Right, your bar. 3 things a client has to already have in place before you even take the call. If you can't name 3 right now, that's your homework tonight. Number 2, kill the commodity pitch. Go back for how you actually described your offer. If it sounds like I make X, rewrite it as the outcome X produces. Number 3, say the value number, not the hourly one. Project or retainer, anchor to what engagement actually put in your client's pocket. Because the businesses that actually scale and eventually sell for real money aren't the ones juggling the most clients. They're the ones who put a bar at the door and had the guts to say no to whoever couldn't clear it. That's really the whole thing. Not more hustle, better selection. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. See you in the next one.